Yeah, I mean, I didn't have the pain of the last 3 years of all the losing, and so obviously it means a lot to them. Obviously, myself as well. 10 in a row is 10 in a row, regardless if Shea is out or whatever the case may be. But it's hard to do in the NBA, and so guys are proud of that effort and well deserved. And so, like I said, the last 3 years of 17, 19, 22 wins, that's the reaction you're going to get when you put 10 together in a row.
How about Ime Thompson's performance tonight from the rookie, 25 points? I don't want to say he had a quiet performance because 25 is 25, but what did you see from him?
Really finding his niche in that dunker spot, attacking when he needed to, finding and making the right plays. 15 rebounds, 6 offensive. He kept it alive, especially when they went to zone quite a bit. So, stat sheet stuffer. I mean, 4 assists, and he had 5 fouls. I told him he should have had 6, and that's one of the biggest plays. But 25, 15, and 4, we'll take it.
Coach, what was the key to neutralizing Chet tonight? He had more fouls than points. It was largely ineffective.
Yeah, I mean, going small takes away a lot of his lobs that he gets on typical 5 men or the pick and pops that he gets sometimes. So being able to switch, we put Dylan on him to start and kind of took away some of the things he does well, which is getting behind the defense on the rolls and take away the pops. And so just crowd him on the perimeter with our smaller guys and kept them off the glass and then attacked them on the other end. Elite shot blocker, you have to just go into the body at times, and that was a big part of it, obviously, getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah. I think it's like 13, 14 shots. What was the mentality going into a game, understanding that even though Shea's not there, this is the team that is full punish you?
Yeah, it was the same game plan regardless. We wanted to be more aggressive than we had been in the 3 games. We have a smaller lineup where we can switch and try to be a little more physical on them. Had to adjust to the refs calling in. I mean, it was I think 14 to 7 at halftime fouls and 15 to 2 free throws. So we didn't love that part, but you have to adjust to it, and we're going to keep playing aggressive and kind of let chips fall where they may. But I think that was the biggest key, was trying to make them uncomfortable. I think looking at last game, Jalen Williams, SGA, those guys were a little too comfortable. Our pickup points were too low. We wanted to climb up in them a little bit more and give them a little more resistance, be more proactive instead of reactive.
How much are you guys talking about the playing picture in the standings and discussing those things with your team or using that as any sort of tool?
Yeah, we haven't discussed it at all, honestly. Everybody sees the standings. We know where we are, but it's not something we talked about. Since we've been winning and playing better since All-Star break, that's what we've been really focusing on, is maintaining that standard and playing a consistent level of basketball. And the results will happen where they happen. We know we need some help as far as that, but everybody looks at it, of course. We know, the players know, and they've discussed it in the media, but not something we talk about. We just want to continue to stack wins together and put the pressure on the other teams.
And in terms of developing these young guys, what kind of opportunity have you put yourself in to be playing meaningful games late March and in the last couple weeks of the regular season?
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing. You'd obviously like to be solidified in a spot or something like that, but that's where you see that reaction out there is, at this time, or even in January, February. The season had kind of been over in the past, and so to still be playing for something and winning 10 in a row and playing against high-quality teams, that's the reaction you're going to get, and I think it's invaluable for our young guys to go through this. And obviously making the playoffs and the play-in will be another step, but just going through what they are now and coming on the other side of 500 this late in the season is huge for them.
Thanks.
Thank you.